Okay, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, the revolution will be televised, advertised, and held in every single courtroom throughout the United States. We're going to talk about that in the next video, but today we want to talk about the fact that you have been lied to. Now, I want you guys to understand about this Ebola thing because there's a lot of misinformation out there. It says that the death toll tops 400. When you click on that site, you'll see that it says 402. But I want to show you something. The death toll tops 400. We're going to go back a couple of days. Let's see. It says the total number of cases climbs to 649. Okay, 649. 19 more cases in 5 locations. Now, in the past 4 days, there have been 19 cases. Now, I want you to pay attention. Okay? I want you to pay attention. In the past 4 days, there have been 19 more cases. Just pay attention to that, okay? That's very important that you understand that because the health ministry reported 9 more Ebola cases in 5 locations. Okay, we talked about that yesterday. Hold on. 19 more cases in 4 days. That's about the average. That's the way the numbers should be. But we want to go back into time because this is where we want to be. We don't want that. It says the virus has claimed close to 400 lives, 402 to be exact, according to them this morning. Today is the 16th, but we're going to take you here. You see, it was 608 cases on January 2nd, and in a matter of 3 days, there were 15 cases. Now let's do the math. 3 days, 15 cases, that means 5 cases per day on average back then. Now we know that that number climbs exponentially the more cases that are reported, but 5 cases a day. So let's start from the 2nd, because we didn't count the 2nd. This was on the 2nd. So in 3 days, from the 29th through the 31st, or through the 1st. No, it wasn't the 29th. It was the 30th. So yeah, they started counting them the 30th through the 1st of January, counting each day the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st. 3 days, there were 15 cases. All right, now we got that math taken care of. Let's add up some points. Let's do 5 cases a day. Let's go from the 2nd, counting the 2nd, to the 15th, because today is the morning of the 16th. So the 2nd to the 15th is 13 days. Now let's take 5, multiply it by 13. 5 times 13, my mind can't do math like that. Well, it's real simple. You take the 5, multiply it by the 3. That's 15. You mark down the 5 in 15 and you carry that 1. So 15 is still in front of you. You haven't lost that 1. And then you multiply the 5 times the 1 and then you add the 1 to what 5 times 1 equals. And that gives you 65. Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, there should have been 65 new cases. So on this day, there were 608 cases. So let's do the average. Let's see if we can add 608 plus 65 is 673. So let's see what the numbers are. Let's see if the numbers come close, because we just talked about how they gave a number here earlier today, and that number was 649. Okay, the numbers don't add up. See? On the 15th, which was yesterday, the Ebola outbreak hit 644 cases. The numbers are not adding up. Now let me show you how bad this is. The death toll topped 400. So this number is staying consistent. 402 is the number. So let's do the math, people. Let's see if everything adds up. Let's see if the averages work out. And you can't get around averages. I told you 679. Pay attention. Since the start of the epidemic, the total number of cases is 658. 658? No, it can't be 658 because they just told us on the same day, and this is an article that was taken from the same day, it was 644. So how could it be 644 and 658 and it be consistent? Well, that's because they have 49 probable cases. No, Because if you pay attention to the article, when you click on the article, they list the probable cases. They're including the probable cases. Pay attention, 400. The death toll tops 400. So let's see if they're reporting the same information from the same reports. The death toll is 402. So these are the same cases being reported. Now, I want you to pay attention to something they said, and they quoted. I want you to see what they said to show you how much of a lie this is. They said 200 of these cases are confirmed cured. Authorities have also confirmed 237 cases of persons cured. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no cure for Ebola. So how can they confirm that these people have been cured? Interesting, ain't it? But this is what they're doing. This is what they're telling people. I told you the numbers are not what they're reporting. And by the way, we did the math and we equated that there should have been 65 if it was a 5-day average. But remember, every 5 days the number goes up exponentially. So now you can add at least another 3 cases per day as opposed to 5 cases per day. And then after the next 5th day, you can add another 5 cases per day. So it'll be 10 people per day. And then after another 5 days, you can add another 4 cases per day. And then after another 5 days, you can add another 7 cases per day. And you keep bringing that number up exponentially. Why? Because the longer the disease is there, the more people become infected, the more people who are transmitting it to others, the numbers increase. They have been messing with the numbers, people, because they need to make sure that you guys don't get to panic and be in fear. So, just wanted to share this with you because they're saying that they've cured Ebola. Amazing, ain't it? They've cured Ebola. See, health officials said it's been cured. Now, I want you to pay attention. Want y'all to pay attention. This was done on, what day was this? Sorry, I forgot the day. I knew it earlier this morning. Oh, this is the 2nd. Hold on. This is the 2nd of January. Now, I want you all to pay attention. There were 608 cases as of the 2nd. 368 deaths. Now there's 402 deaths. So that's another 30 deaths. Well, 34 to be exact, because there's 402 deaths. So there's 34 deaths associated with this in the last 13 days. 34 deaths in 13 days. But there has only been 32? No, not 32, 34, 36. Yeah, there have been 36. 34 deaths and 36 additional cases, if we go by their numbers. Pay attention. Their numbers say that we don't want the death toll. Hold on. Oh no, we got to stay here. Yeah. Remember that on the 2nd, now this is as of yesterday. On the 2nd, we've had 644 cases on the 15th. 644 on the 15th. Got to pay attention to that 644. 644 on the 15th. So on the 15th, there have only been 36 more cases of Ebola. And remember, 29 of those were suspected. See, an additional 29 people whom the doctors suspect may be sick with Ebola are under investigation. Okay, and then the ministry reported 207 people had recovered. Not that they had been cured, but they had recovered. Interesting. Interesting. Again, they are lying. And then they're talking about this outbreak started August 1st. Go back and look at the reports. They were saying that the disease, it was over, but then all of a sudden they reported 100 or so people infected. 30 people infected. People already had died. As a matter of fact, 10 people had died a week after August 1st. But they said it was a new outbreak. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing new about this. And they know it. All you guys have to do is take the numbers. All I do is I compare numbers. I see what doesn't add up. And I'm sorry, 608. And we come today and they're saying there's 644. That doesn't add up. because that's from the 2nd to the 15th, 13 days. 13 days, and all they had was 34 cases or 36 cases. That doesn't add up. Okay? Something ain't right. And the only reason why the death toll is what it is because some people have been buried and they weren't able to test them. They knew that. They knew that from the beginning. They knew that several people had died and that the villagers and the people living in the area had said that they had the symptoms of Ebola. But because they say we weren't here to confirm it, we can deny it. All right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Have a good day. Just an update on Ebola, ladies and gentlemen. This January 16, 2019. Adios, arrivederci, goodbye, sayonara, konnichiwa. Anyway, goodbye.